everyone, and welcome to Daily Newspaper Analysis. So, today we will discuss one article which has been taken from the Hindu newspapers. It is already about a much debated issue, which is about increasing the age of marriage for women. So, this article basically was an interview article which has presented various kinds of viewpoints with regard to the increase of the marriage and what could be the benefits, but what steps do we need to take to make sure that we can, in totality, realize the aim or the goal for which we are increasing the age of marriage. So, all of that will be discussed here in this article. This newspaper analysis has been presented by me. My name is Sheva Khan. I am a BA LLB law graduate and I have completed my law degree from Uttaranchal University. I completed my graduation in the year 2019 with a gold medal in my batch. I have also been a national debater and a public speaker. And currently at LawSikho, I'm working as an expert for current affairs and I'm also the manager for current affairs vertical. Let's see what is the multiple choice question from our previous discussions. CERT stands for, your options are Computer Emergency Response Team, Cloud Emergency Response Team, Computer Emergency Remote Team, or none of the above. This is the descriptive question for the day. Do you think that the minimum age for marriage for women should be increased? Discuss. So let's discuss the only article for today, which is about increasing the age of marriage. So as we know that the age of marriage was recently increased to 21 years for girls in order to guarantee lesser mortality rates for mothers and increase the opportunities for women. As we know that many a times the age of 18, so even that threshold was not followed, and the girls used to got married at a very young and early age, due to which many times they could not enroll in the higher education, because that is the stage when you enroll yourself for a college or a higher degree. And they also had to face a lot of mortalities, that is deaths, because of the premature pregnancies and other similar issues. So that is why the Indian government came up with the idea to bring about increase in the change or increase in the age of marriage for women from 18 to 21 years. So currently it would be like that the boy and the girl both must be of the age 21 years to get married. So let's see that what actually is required for the better implementation of this law. So basically this article says that merely alone having this law will not be enough if we really want to do something about it. If at all we want the maximum gain out of it, so there have to be some ancillaries. There has to be some other step that has to be taken along with the main implementation as well. So firstly, the article says that the increase in the age of marriage for women is futile if it does not ensure access to proper opportunities for women. Now, just imagine a situation that, okay, now we have to get married girls at the age of 21. But if they do not have the opportunities to educate themselves, to learn a new skill, to get a job or something, so what would be the point giving these extra 3 years to the women? So, of course, the time should be followed with the right kinds of opportunities that can be utilized in this given time. So, that is why this article says that increasing the age of marriage would be pointless if this increase is not followed up with the kind of opportunities we are looking forward for the women. Second, it says that it is also true that the law shall hold supreme over the personal laws which may be viewed as religious encroachment. Now, as we know that the constitution or the rule of law is there, and the law of the land shall hold supreme as against any personal law. Now, as we know that this will be overriding anything that is against, in the personal laws, be it for Christians, Hindus, etc. But here, one exception that we have here is that for the Muslims, there have been piecemeal legislations that try to correct individual gaps and wrongs in their personal law. And in addition to this, we must be making sure that we should be including the Muslim community as well. So it says that the age prohibition of child marriage should be made applicable to Muslims too. Otherwise, this will not have a wholesome effect on all the communities. So while the rest of the communities are under the protection of the act, it seems unfair for the Muslim women, and that is why the Muslim community should also be taken under the ambit of this particular law. So the government should also note that the increase in the marriageable age was safe at 18, and if at all the government has considered increasing the age at 21, it should be ready with a plan that is completely in concrete form, so that these 3 extra years can be utilized at their maximum or at their optimal level. So it says that these 3 extra years will not improve nutrition rates unless the government is taking some proactive steps to do so. And there is also a chance that now this increased age for marriage can be used as parents to prohibit children from eloping. eloping. Now here, please do not be confused with the fact, but just simply it means to say that if at all there is a child, let's say specifically here if you're talking about a girl who was 18 years of age currently, like before the enactment of the law, was 18 years of age and wanted to marry a person or a boy or anyone of her own choice, and even if she wanted to run away and just complete that marriage, legally the parents could not do anything, because now firstly the girl was adult and secondly she had the right age to get married. But now, since adulthood can be gained at 18 years, but the right age for marriage would be increased at 21 years, so this restriction can be increased specifically on the girl child for that matter. Now we can also make a comparative analysis for various other countries that have the age, the different ages for marriage. So if we talk about China, so for the boys it is 22 years and girls it is 20 years. If we talk about Bangladesh, it was just we had for India, that was 21 for boys and 18 for girls. If we talk about Japan, it's 20 for both girls and boys. And for the other countries, like we have the US, Brazil, Russia, UK, they were all 18 both. So the girl and boy both had to be of 18 years. If you talk about Malaysia, now here you can see itself, because Malaysia is a country where Islam or the Muslim community has the largest population over there. So the right age for marriage, or the legal age for marriage for boys is 18 years and for girls is 16 years. And if we talk about Iran, so for boys it is 13 years and it has not been defined for girls. So severe issue of child marriage must be there in Iran and such similar countries. So this was all for the day. We hope it was a good session for you all. Thank you so much for staying tuned with LawSikho. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channels. If you wish to download the PDF of today's slides, you can join our Telegram channel. The link is there in the description box below, or simply you can scan this QR code that you can see on your screens right now. For other crisp and exam-oriented content, please do not forget to follow us on our official Instagram channels for Judiciary, CLAT, UGC Net, and other law finance exams. Thank you so much.